Hey everyone. Uh, okay, to begin this, uh, on Sunday here in Croatia near Varazdin, we are having a gathering from 12 to about 5:30 in the evening. So just putting that out there again. At this time, it may be perhaps 20 to 30 that maybe at this time may be there. So this is a gathering where many of the first gathering we had in Croatia approximately month and a half ago will be attending, plus there is new interest that is indicative of um, the connecting of all is getting bigger. So it's very good to see that. We have new interest, and again, that is what our divine work is about, and the gatherings to get as many interconnected as we can with the energetic connection. So I am pleased to say at this time that we will be having new interest at this gathering and connecting even more with each other. And hey, that's what it's all about. So I'll have the gathering. We will have the gathering on Sunday, and I'm at this time. I will see on Monday or perhaps Tuesday. I am hoping that Father gives me the direction of what I am to do in the near future. Either go to Jerusalem or it could be perhaps a quick trip up to Germany and Netherlands. But if I do, that will be focusing on gatherings now. A lot of the energetic framework has been done, what Sharon and I and Vanya and Nada have done all over Europe, and Dragon Brother and Zoran and many others. So we've been doing much of the groundwork and that needed to be done on a level. So having said that, on Monday or Tuesday, perhaps I'll have a better direction on what I'm to do, if I'm going to Jerusalem very soon or what have you. So just letting you know that I anticipate the first of the week to give more of a direction on this Ascension caravan and where I will be going next. And with this, again, I get my direction from what I call Father, Mother, from Creator, and from Divine Counsel. And I do not plan things myself. I do not speculate. I go where I'm guided. So there are times that I do wait in areas for what the next move will be, and this is one of those times. So that's great. Also, I wish to say what is beginning to form in, I believe it's North Florida, Kim Kirby Salisbury is putting together a gathering there for in March. I believe towards the latter part of March. So any interested, I put out a post yesterday. Also, Kim has put one out in Real Angels too. So just to inform anyone that may not have seen it, that they are beginning to organize a gathering there in Florida. It's possible at this time that I may attend that one in Florida as well, but again, it's not ascertained. And when a time comes that it is divinely, then I will let you know. So great. So those are just a couple upcoming gatherings, and we'll know more in the first of the week. Now, having said that, I thank you all for your support on this mission. the financial support on it. One thing I wish to say at this point in time, that many that have assisted are from Canada, so our funds come through in Canadian dollars. But what has occurred here in Europe, because of the euro, the exchange rate is about 1.6, so meaning that 100 Canadian dollars is only worth about $60 here. And in Europe, against the pounds, when someone would send me $100 from Canada in Great Britain, it was only the same as $50. So that has made quite a difference in with our funding in the past. In Canada, we went very conservatively, and it went a long way. However, it is looking like it's costing, if you average it out, perhaps when we do traveling and things, you're probably looking at a 75% increase, which is huge. So, when I request funding, that sometimes we go through it a little bit quicker over here because of that. So we'll see, what occurs with that in the future. But I wanted to share that with you, because one thing I don't like is continuously asking for financial assistance with this. And again, this is one thing I had to overcome, and Father said it had to be this way for now. But I always was one to pay my own way humanly. However, this is kind of different, and because we are in most important time where energetics with the contributions are important to this overall mission and the unity, and in so many important energetic ways. We are not human anymore in that respect, so everything that we do does run differently. So having said that, we got that out of there. Again, with the posts I'm putting out, again, I just wish to generally mention that there is always a reason for the posts that I do put out. And sometimes it may seem that I'm all over the area, from 3D to 5D to 7D. However, it's because I assist many on different levels, and everything is indeed important I put out. Now, in the political field, for what we are, politics is actually ridiculous. However, they are still a part of the reality where we are at, and they must transition into the 5D. So therefore, that does make politics on the highest level a little bit important. And so again, having said that, especially with Trump and what's going on, things are transitioning very rapidly. The darkness has lost again. We are in a cleanup period of the entire planet. And of course, Trump and what he's doing is only one aspect of that. Many areas, all areas, I will say politically, are being cleaned up. And also the RV and prosperity packages are almost right at they are at our fingertips, but as far as I know, it is happening now, just to say that. I never wish, and no one does, to give a false hope on things. So it is imminent, it is occurring again, but we are not far as I'm not given any exact dates on it, but we do know it's imminent. We are in this most auspicious time where humanity is freed. And part of that freedom of humanity is assuring that if the monetary systems stay in place, that everyone has equal access to them and to take away from the enslavement. However, again, it's still a process, and we keep pushing it and keep bringing it into reality. And with all of the co-creators, you just keep saying it's happened now, it's in this now. And that way also we energetically affect it to create it, to bring it. If you keep thinking it's a week or a month out there, well, what you actually do is you keep it out there by keeping your thoughts that way, and you are creating that separation. The trick is to say it's in the now, then it brings it to you much quicker. So these are important, and with that, in this now, that at any moment it will be great to have assistance from these sort of funds so I can travel around Gaia very much quicker. Again, as I anticipated when we came to Europe, and as I mentioned with a couple of comrades, I had anticipated maybe even being in Australia now and having my energetic work done. But here I am still in Europe. But, we have done a lot of energetic work and preparation. So it needed to be done, and it was important. And one thing, again, with this ascension and what's occurring, it's very important not to have futuristic plans and not to have expectations, but just follow the flow and surrender to that flow. It makes it just so much easier. And, having said that, even by doing that, it may at times defy human logic. And my response to that is because we are actually above that human logic, and the way that we divinely work is with energetics, that even though human logic has, in physics and chemistry, has a good idea on it, it's not fully integrated within the main, if you will, and they don't understand it at those levels yet. However, we do, and it's how we operate, and we know to follow the divine road signs, if you will. So, good. With that, so the politics, yes, is going on, and again, do not forgive the intentional darkness. It's very important. Do not forgive governments that were designed to suppress and oppress humanity. It's not what we are. Do not put your energy there. We're here to change this. So we put our energy towards creating the new things and not accepting any suppressive or oppressive movement by the government towards the people. If you accept and send love to that, then you are accepting and allowing it to be in your reality. And one of the reasons we're here is to get it out of our reality. Not about the old enslavement by the darkness and the government system and social structures that they had created. We're here to create the new, which is harmony for all people. And as a result of that, the old is destructive. And instead of us at times putting our focus towards what needs to be destructed, it's better to put our energy and our focus towards what needs to be constructed. That way you are creating the new timeline that energy dictates we must go towards, and as a side effect, the old is destructed. So we're more powerful at creating the new timelines. However, having said this, as I do sometimes and more, we got to go back in and tweak up that old destructive process to make it collapse much more rapidly. So we have many doing different things. We have ones assisting the destruction while we have the creators building the new. And it's quite a process with that. So, wow, this looks pretty good. I think I got my list pretty well done. So much happened globally, you know, with Britain, the Prime Minister there with China trade deal, the Brexit. So lots is occurring, and it's all essential to setting up, you know, the new wealth equality and eradicating the wealth disparity. However, it is a process. Hang in there, support each other, whatever we got to do. This is imminent. We're invincible. We're unstoppable. The ascension is ascertained. However, we're playing it out on linear time, and I'm not told exact dates. No one should be given that other than if you are distinctly divinely given an exact date of when things may occur, do that. And what I've been given divinely, I'm told that most of us will be here for a year or two yet, assuring and steering the timelines into the freedom of humanity. So, you know, even if you look at that a year or two, you can see how rapidly things will occur. But you also see in this now how rapidly they are occurring. Exponentially, things are speeding up and falling in place. And, you know, the beautiful moment when we break through that veil, when we have access of money, if you will, that is equal and enough for everyone to very rapidly eradicate poverty situations and do the humane thing. So that can come in the blink of an eye at any time, including this now. So we're doing it, and we just need to have that virtue, patience. So it's great. Good. I won't keep this very long. Any questions? I'm going to scroll down on this one. And hi, everyone, and thanks for joining. Try to scroll down. Okay, Beatrice Elena, she says a hard wall between 4D and 5D, and somehow entities are still yelling from low dimension to be saved. Well, the way, Beatrice, to save is give anyone the information when they come to you for it. You don't need to dive down and handing out pamphlets and hitting someone over the head and say, listen up, right? To make it easier upon yourself or anyone, it's just be open, be an open receptacle, be a conduit when they are placed before you to give them the information. But we're not to impose upon anyone that's not ready. I know what you're saying. It's hard for you to leave them helpless. And how do you deal with this without being trapped in lower realities? Well, again, you know, the thing, don't let yourself be trapped. Do your detachment processes from the old as much as you can, and you do your best, and you know that. But don't be drained by energy by trying to assist so lower level, we are more efficient and can assist much more by staying in your high 5D state of being and working from the energetic level as well. And so when you're up in the 5D, create the new things that they can see, that they can go towards, is one suggestion. Now, everyone does everything properly, and there's so many ways to do it. In what I share, I try to share, the highest that we can have, that we can go towards. You need a light to go towards. So when you have many there, it gives many more options for other ones to raise up into. And don't let yourself be drained. It's not selfish when you need to refrain from being with others. It's important. You're not much good to others when you are drained, and so you need that important time alone to rejuvenate as well, energetically. Thank you. Uh, okay, just had a glitch here last evening. I was things were glitching here online directly. So, okay, and it was not a result of internet connection the way it was glitching. It was from timelines that I was glitching on a couple different ones at once. So, Beatrice, you say your daughter is taught by reptilians. One of the things with this, Beatrice, what I suggest, the reptilians were real. However, at this time, they are not allowed to interfere with anyone that is ascending. So let's say in this, at least if you can tell her and get to her that, she's stronger than that, and to raise above it. However, with this topic, I do not wish to get into deeply on any of that aspect at this time. So what I suggest is just keep giving any of your family, the higher ways, the higher information, and the higher thoughts. And this raises their consciousness and assists them with getting out of the lower dimensional thoughts and thinking that they are disempowered. So again, empower them by giving them the information in the best ways you can is one way to do this. So thank you. I'll look at another question or two, and then I'll go. And we got a beautiful day here in Croatia. It's warming up. I hear this week we're going to get some nice temperatures in the day, so that'll be great. We did have a little bit of snow, and coming back from the Bosnian pyramids, we had some snow. Also, I'll take this time, yes, over the last several days, the energetics overall was high as well, with many numerical sequences showing up, and for as confirmations of the divine work we were doing. And one of the beautiful confirmations is that we were at a border crossing and one vehicle come in and on its license plate was 777. And then within a moment, another vehicle come right in behind that and its license plate was 777. So any of you that are familiar with the importance of that can see that it's extremely rare, but it didn't stop there. And, when I'm here with Dragon, we were doing different energetic work. The numbers are just there all the time. We don't look for them, but everywhere you turn your eye or your head or whatever, we're seeing them. Just important confirmations of important divine work we're doing, but also indicative of the higher timelines as well. So great. Let's see. Doesn't look like there's any more questions. Woohoo! I think I'm done. So hang in there. Much love and lots of winks again and peace, double peace, and namaste, and all the good, powerful, positive stuff. So I love you all. Have a great day, night, morning, and we'll chat perhaps on Monday. I can give you an update of our Sunday gathering and have a little bit more info. And also, recent what we're looking at here is the political game with Trump. That has taken a very important turn for the very good, and so that'll be exciting. Is exciting as well to watch this. So the great things. Okay, love you. Have a great one.